Hello everyone, I'm Jiikxor. Today I'll be showing you a survival-friendly 1.8 mob elevator for sheep, cows, pigs. It might work for other mobs, but I haven't done any testing with other mobs. So anyway, let's get started. This is the basic design I use for like XP farms and that type of thing, and it works great for skeletons and zombies, but I did find a flaw when I was testing with sheep. So here we have the zombie. You can see he goes in the water stream. He transitions in the sign, and he goes up perfectly normal to a nice happy place where he totally doesn't die or anything. Now we have a sheep. And this sheep doesn't like to go up in this design because he's only a block and a half tall or something like that. And because of that, he cannot reach this water stream up here, so he just sits and floats in here indefinitely or until another sheep comes and they start drowning. So this design doesn't really work with sheep or cows, and if you try to use it with them, they will drown. There's one way to fix that, and that is to just have a really tall water stream of source blocks. These have to be source blocks, otherwise the sheep won't be able to go up. So if we just show you how that works, we get a sheep going. Yay, sheep. Huzzah. We all love sheep, but not really. And they go up. There is one flaw with this though, and that is you can only get the sheep going up a certain amount of time, and if they exceed that, then the sheep will start to drown. So this design doesn't really work with that. As you can see, he's starting to die, and that's not good. Another thing that can cause problems is transitions like this. Oftentimes I found that sheep will get stuck like right here, and then they'll start to drown again. So I did find a remedy for that, and I messed around in creative because I needed to fix this, and I did find a solution. So I'll just send some cows and sheep here, and I'll show you the design. So as you can see, it bounces up and doesn't get stuck right here. And they just swim upwards, and yeah, everything's happy, and yeah. So I'll show you the design for this, and it really is survival friendly if you have like a slime chunk nearby or maybe even a swamp. So it takes one piece of redstone, a piston, a slime block, some furnaces unless you want to use another block that doesn't interact with the slime blocks, a bucket of water or an ice block, some fences, a sign, and more water. Also half slabs if you want it to go a little bit faster. But yeah, I'll just go through the design. The design. So here we have a piece of redstone and a piston. This is a sticky piston, and on top of that piston there is a slime block. Over here we have a iron pressure plate. It might work with other types of pressure plates, it's just iron was the first one that I tested it with, and it works perfectly fine. So I would probably go with iron unless you want to find a design that works differently. Or maybe it might not work differently, it'll just look different. You also need about 6 furnaces or so, because you need a furnace on every side of this slime block. I have a barrier block here, so that's why it works. But you will need either just an air block here, or a type of block that doesn't interact with slime blocks. I know chests don't. I'm not sure what other types of blocks do. And then you need a water stream that goes towards it like this. The water stream needs to touch this slime block right here, because if it doesn't, then the animals will get stuck here, or it will take them a really long time to get to this pressure plate. You do need a pressure plate on this. I totally already mentioned that, but yeah. I also have half slabs right here, or just slabs, half blocks. I have those right here, these type of blocks, and those help the mobs go faster because then they're not going to bounce up and down, and they'll just hit their head on this and just keep going fast. I also have a fence right here, and that helps, or that makes it so that they can be halfway on the blocks. So half of them is on this pressure plate and half of them is on this slime block, and that allows them to bounce up while simultaneously hitting this slime block. And then you also need a sign here to stop water from flowing down, and some source blocks. They need to be source blocks because unless they're source blocks, the sheep won't be able to swim up. So yeah, I'll just show you guys how this works. That is redstone, that is not a spawn egg. I guess we can throw the redstone in here. Yeah, that doesn't work. But yeah, that's how the design works. So yeah, you can also use different types of blocks here. You just need the fences and the half slabs. You also don't, I don't believe you need the half slabs, but it does help keep them in a line, and that's handy. But yeah, that's really all I have. Another thing to keep in mind is that I am by no means a redstone pro, so if this design is incredibly inefficient or bad, I apologize, but it's just something I needed for my survival world, and I decided I'd share it with anyone who perhaps needs something similar. So yeah, if you feel like there's a better way to do this, then feel free to improve upon this design or show me other designs that work in a way that this one does, but maybe even better. But yeah, other than that, I don't really have too much else, so thank you everyone for watching, and I will see you all later.